You're listening to a Roddenberry podcast.
Today's Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021, and this is your daily Star Trek news from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. On today's show, Creation Entertainment has put enhanced COVID-19 protocols in place for next week's Las Vegas Star Trek convention. LEGO Master Samuel Hatmaker has created a giant LLAP for Gene Roddenberry's 100th birthday. The town of Vulcan in Alberta wins a special non-Trek honor, and I've got this week's Trek Trivia. I'm Alison Pitt, and today's show is supported by people like you through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/Daily Star Trek News. While Creation Entertainment continues to plan for its in-person 55-year Mission Las Vegas convention from August 11th through 15th, it has announced new health and safety protocols for attendees due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and increased cases of the Delta variant of the virus. Trek Movie is reporting that all attendees will be required to show proof of vaccination or, if unvaccinated, a negative COVID-19 test taken within 3 days of attending the convention. Specially colored wristbands will be issued to indicate an attendee's status. For those who are unvaccinated and attending Tuesday through Thursday, you'll need to get retested on Friday on a first-come, first-served basis, subject to availability. Those testing positive will be eligible for a refund, and the tests will be provided by Creation. All attendees of the convention will also be required to wear masks, since the state of Nevada has imposed a mask mandate in a number of its counties, including Clark County, including Las Vegas. Other protocols will also be in place for photo opportunities, autograph sessions, and meet and greets with celebrities, such as a no-touch policy and the use of plexiglass barriers. For more information on what to expect next week with the new procedures and policies, head on over to trekmovie.com or Creation Entertainment's website at creationent.com. August 19th, 2021 will mark what would have been the 100th birthday of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry. To celebrate the birth of the great bird of the galaxy, toy developer and Star Trek fan Samuel Hatmaker has created a Live Long and Prosper themed piece of art built entirely of Legos. Gizmodo brought us the news of Hatmaker's latest Star Trek build. Now, Hatmaker is no stranger to working with Legos. In fact, he was a finalist on the first season of the Fox competition series, LEGO Masters. Hatmaker celebrated Roddenberry's 99th birthday by building a Vulcan Idic pendant from Legos. For his 100th birthday, Hatmaker dove back into the Lego bin for another Trek-themed creation. Now, this newest piece features the Lego likeness of Mr. Spock as played by the late Leonard Nimoy. In the piece, Spock's hand is three-dimensional, held in a Vulcan salute with the words "Live Long and Prosper" prominently displayed. The report from Gizmodo also featured a time-lapse video of Hatmaker's Lego build. Hatmaker's latest build is part of the year-long Think Trek celebration from Roddenberry Entertainment, honoring the centennial of Roddenberry's birth. Part of that celebration includes encouraging artists to create a piece that reflects their love for the franchise. Earlier this year, Hatmaker constructed another build featuring the iconic on-screen kiss between Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura, again built exclusively out of Lego pieces. To see the video of Hatmaker's LLAP Lego build, visit gizmodo.com. More news and Trek Trivia Tuesday in just a moment, but first, a word from me. This show is supported by people like you through Patreon. Your financial support helps us cover recurring costs like hosting and distribution, and it also helps us invest in the future, finding better ways to bring you more of the Star Trek news you need to know wherever you are. To find out more, just head to patreon.com/Daily Star Trek News. You can contribute from just $1 a month, and with a 16% discount on an annual membership, you can support us for a whole year for around $10. That's patreon.com/Daily Star Trek News. And a big thanks to you for supporting this show. The city of Vulcan, which sits halfway between Calgary and Lethbridge in the province of Alberta, has been known for many years as the official Star Trek capital of Canada. This little town of just 2,000 residents has taken a great deal of pride in its connection to the Trek universe, dropping Trek-themed Easter eggs into various spots around town, hosting conventions known as Vulcan, and setting up displays of Star Trek memorabilia in their Tourism and Trek station, which features a large replica of the USS Enterprise displayed prominently outside. Now the residents of Vulcan have something else to be proud of. Global News Canada reports that they've snagged the provincial title in a nationwide search for Canada's most active communities. The Participation Community Active Challenge encouraged cities across the country to up their game in the area of physical fitness during June, and Vulcan ended up beating out big cities like Edmonton and Calgary to take the regional top prize of 15,000 Canadian dollars. That's about 12,000 US dollars, or about 11 1/3 bars of gold-pressed latinum, apparently. Overall, 250 Vulcans participated and logged over 2 million minutes of physical activity in the official Participation app. The Ontario town of North Greenville, which took top honors in the nation, accumulated almost 10 million minutes of activity and walked away with 100,000 Canadian dollars. We at Daily Star Trek News salute the residents of Vulcan for doing their best to live long and prosper. And now, it's Trek Trivia Tuesday. Did you know that lovable rogue or annoying con man, depending on your point of view, Harry Mudd has appeared on screen in 6 episodes of Star Trek? We first met him as played by Roger C. Carmel in Mudd's Women, initially using the name Leo Walsh and making his bread and cheese by wiving settlers with a trio of women whose beauty was derived from a magic pill. Or was it? Next in I, Mudd, Harry found himself trapped on a planet of robots trying to win his freedom by offering them the crew of the Enterprise. After that, Carmel voiced the role in the Star Trek The Animated Series episode Mudd's Passion, hawking a love potion. Before Captain Kirk ever commanded the Enterprise, in Star Trek Discovery's Choose Your Pain, Mudd, now portrayed by Rainn Wilson, was found in a Klingon brig. Having escaped the Klingons, he boarded the Discovery in magic to make the sanest man go mad with a time-traveling displacement device and a plan to steal and sell the starship and kill Captain Lorca as many times as he could. As always, his plan was foiled, and the final time we've seen him so far was in the short Trek's episode The Escape Artist, where he's the prisoner of a Tellarite bounty hunter. So now, a trivia question for you. Love him or hate him, and I think you know where I sit, Harry Mudd is firmly entrenched in Star Trek lore, but there were 4 additional times when he was almost used. Can you list those projects? Find out on Friday's episode of Daily Star Trek News. Well, that's it for today's Daily Star Trek News from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. Don't forget to check out the other great shows on the network at podcasts.roddenberry.com. Daily Star Trek News is produced by me, Alison Pitt, and it's written by Chris Peterson, Jack Brown, and David Powell, with trivia by T. Rick Jones. We're supported by people like you through Patreon. Find out how you can add your support at patreon.com/Daily Star Trek News. I'm back tomorrow with more of the Star Trek news you need to know, and this week in Trek history. I'm Alison Pitt. Live long and prosper.
This is a Roddenberry podcast. For more great podcasts, visit podcast.roddenberry.com.